Hello, welcome to another Gundam Battle Operation 2 video. That is the Ga-Zowmn. And I actually have two matches here for you. Both of them are ace matches, and this was really late at night. Well, actually, no, pretty much early in the morning. It was I want to say almost 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock when we did these matches. Usually on Saturdays, I hang out with some real friends. Real friends, yes. Friends in real life. And I come back really late and I do what I call late dailies because I didn't do my dailies yet. And sometimes people don't join me, sometimes they do. And this time we actually had a great deal of people come in, which was 4, but that's, bigger than most times. We had Honey, Gendry, and Nexus come in. Well, actually, Gendry showed up a little bit later. But I actually had another match recorded with Honey that we did, which was really fun, where I was the Aqua Zaku, or Marine type Zaku. But yeah, that was pretty fun. And then we did these two matches, and with the Ga-Zowmn. The Ga-Zowmn, honestly, one of my favorite suits to play at 450 now, general wise. It's just really handy. I've seen a lot of people hating on this suit, and I have to wonder why. I know it has really low resistances, but honestly, I can fix those. I can fix at least the beam resistance and a little bit of the ballistic resistance. I do like what I said in my initial thoughts video, where I do more of a general buff, just kind of buff up a little bit of everything, and it works really fine for this suit for me. This thing just has a really great mid-range presence, great close range strength, because it has melee resistance and has melee strength. And a decent, damaging melee, especially if you're going up against suits that have low melee resistance. Definitely really, really handy suit, and I really enjoy playing this. I still recommend this suit. Like, if you want to spend the tokens, I still recommend it. Just, have to be careful because it is a 2-star. And 2-stars are more rare than 3-stars. And I'm going to throw in my downswing here because I want that crispy 3,000 damage. And I believe, that was a Bolinoke. I'm going to try and finish up on him again with my my missiles. And I believe, actually, one they hit, and I get the kill there. And just firing at mid-range here. There's a Methus, got to be careful about him, or with him. And here's something about playing with Japanese players, because we're definitely playing with Japanese players now, is that there's going to be some latency issues. And you'll see here, I'm going to shoot the Nemo, kill him, and in the middle of his death animation, he's going to shoot me with his beam rifle and kill me, which is just a tad bit frustrating, but I'm still fine with that because I still managed to take him out. I'd rather take out the support and have myself die, That way, especially if it's a Nemo 3. Nemo 3 has a pretty nasty stun lock combo, and I want to make sure he's not damaging our team, which I guess doesn't matter anyway. It's just Nexus alive right now, but we did tell him to retreat back, and we were going to spawn in behind the enemy, which, hey, that's what we managed to do. The Jaeger is going to jump down in front of me. Okay, well, here's a downswing for you, sir. 2,400 damage on a Jaeger as well. That's pretty good for a general to do, at least for 450. He's going to retreat back. I'm going to tell you to go no. I'm going to tell you to go no. Yes. Tell him no. There we go. No, there we go. It's going to rhyme everything. But we are going to kill the Jaeger and try and finish up on these last remaining enemies up here. I believe so that makes 2 supports now. So Honey must have been fighting the other Nemo 3 that just spawned in. And hey, there's the Bolinoke, Mr. B, and I believe the Mark II is there as well. 2 melee suits I have to watch out for. No, I don't have to watch out for them because I have good melee resistance, but just to be careful, because the Bolinoke kind of does have an infinite, and the Mark II does a lot of melee damage anyway. And I tried to downswing this Mark II, but it looks like he either saved up his dodge roll, or he got it at the very last second. He must have done like a dodge roll earlier, and maybe he just got it at that moment. I went for the downswing. Alright, we got about 40 seconds till the aces are selected. And we're ahead by a good deal, 4,000. Actually, am I stupid? 6, 7, 8, 3,000. By 3,000 points, and it looks like we're going for another push. Maybe we're all hoping to die before aces get selected. I hope I do. I don't want to be left to any aces that are around me because I know my luck is really god awful. But hey, we are going to try and fight this Methus. I know the Jaeger's coming up behind me, so I have to hurry up, get a stun on the Methus, and then fly away. And that's a good thing with the with flying suits. You know, that's why I always give this a positive for suits that have flight, even if they don't have shock dampers. That you can do stuff like that to try and get away. Hey, there's the Jagan. I'm going to try and preoccupy him by stunning him, because Gendry is our ace, and he's already taken out. But, yeah, I'm going to get shot down. But, hey, the ace landed right in front of our Zusa, and, hey, don't be attacking my Zusa like that, because that's one of the best supports in the game, and I kind of want him around, you know? So we're going to go ahead and kill the ace and get those delicious points. And I believe the Jagan we stunned earlier, he did not appreciate me stunning him, so he's going to come back around. And shoot some missiles his way. He's going to move out of the way because he knows those missiles can hurt, or at least get a stun, and I can do some free follow-ups, but I'm going to avoid killing him for now, because I want Gendry to get the kill. I believe somebody else ends up killing him anyway. But hey, I have just enough boost gauge to get myself to safety without having to go into high speed boost. And oh, they're trying to shoot at me. Okay, well, I probably should have gotten shot by that, but at least I want myself to get shot by it. I don't want to get killed by the ace. I am going to fly over here, at least a little bit more to safety. And the ace followed, and that is a bad idea for him because there's 3 of us looking at him. At least Honey. Honey should have downswung him. I would have taken getting hit, you know, for him to take more damage. Oh man, legs overloaded, and the ace is about to get shot by somebody else. There we go, yeah. Get some more points. We're now 25 points well, never mind, not 25 points ahead anymore. We're now 2,000 points behind. The Methus killed me. He didn't like that I ran away from our battle. He decided to finish it. And yeah, it's just Honey and the support, the Zusa. Oh, okay, never mind. Here comes the Gabali Beta. I'm going to spawn in, try and help these guys. We're at the last minute here. And I think we can definitely bring this back if we play our cards right. And by play our cards right, I mean just the enemy playing their cards wrong, because the ace got himself isolated. He decided to push up way far ahead of his team, and he's just taking the brunt of this damage. Gabali Beta is going to downswing Honey when he's in the middle of his combo, which it's a Gabali Beta. That's pretty much what they're always going to do. Doesn't matter if you're a Western player or an Eastern player. Gabali Betas play the same, it seems. Well, actually, you know what? At least that was his first time doing it that match. You know, it could have been like all that match he could have been doing it, which I appreciate that. At least he did it once, and it was against the ace. So, and yeah, at this point I know we're going to win if we just preoccupy the enemy team. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go for these kills. Like, here's the Bolonok. You're dead on the ground. Let's go in for another downswing. There we go. Get the final kill. And yeah, timeout. Good work all around. And yeah, mission completed, and we'll see what we got going on here. Hey, top individual and top assist. Let's praise Honey because he did really good, and Gendry as well for being the ace. And hey, first place, 5-2, not bad at all. And yeah, here we are with the second match, another ace match. I believe this one might have been right after, maybe another match in, or the second. Nah. I'm pretty sure it might be the next match we just after that last one. And honestly, yeah, I do like the paint scheme I put on my Ga-Zowmn. I took this from the gun cannon, which well, I didn't take it from. I painted my gun cannon green, black with a little bit of red in it. There's no reference at all. I just like painting suits in this game. If you know me and you watch some of my videos, you probably noticed some of the paint schemes I have in this game. They can either be really just vivid, bright, or they look like fucking dumpster fires. But you know, that's the colors I like. Weird colors sometimes. And there's a gotcha on the enemy team. And hey, perfect dodge roll, avoided that heavy stagger, or at least a lot of damage. And I'm gonna end up getting out of that with full health. Hell yeah. The one time latency worked, I guess. But yeah. And turns out there's actually going to be more than one gotcha. Honey said that they were fighting a gotcha as well, but he said they were fighting two, and I kind of interpreted that as, yeah, okay, so I'm fighting one, and then you have one, so yeah, there is two. But turns out, no, he actually meant there was two, so now there's three gotchas in this match, which, ugh. And yeah, there's the enemy yard charger. I'm going to stay below where my Zoc is. I don't want to chase him in case he heads down to go fuck up the Zoc, because I want that Zoc as our support. And he's going to run away. Okay, have a nice day. And now I'm going to be playing the mid-range with the Ga-Zowmn, which, again, has pretty nice presence. Get some easy stuns. Stun people with the rifle, going for some other range combos, And honestly, yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they had three gotchas, and I think around this time, they also have an Isaac, but the Isaac, I think, here in a bit is going to quit the game. Could be because of disconnect or something, but what a shame, because the Isaac's also a really good support. It's kind of weird. These two matches have three of my most favorite supports to play, Last match, there was a Zusa on our team. This match, oh yeah, there he goes right there, disconnect. This match, we have a Zoc on our team, and then the Isaac on the enemy team. All of them really good supports, even at 500. Especially the Isaac and the Zusa, which, you know what, the Zoc is also pretty good at 550, but at 550, no, at 500. So I guess I'll say they're all really good. Where are you going? Get over here. Just gonna ram that fleeing gotcha. But yeah, surprised there's three gotchas on the enemy team, because usually at 500 you always see the usual suspects like Mark IIs or Gallus J's, stuff like that. But it was nice seeing these suits, because they're not the, I don't know how I didn't encounter there, holy shit. It's just nice because it's not a suit you see that often, and they played three of them. I think I'm not in their heads, I don't know what they're thinking, but I'm going to guess they're going to try and do some kind of dirty tactic of, as soon as aces get selected or something, they're all going to three target him or her, whoever might be ace. But that didn't work. As soon as the aces were selected, they kind of just diverted their attentions to different people. So I guess I'm thankful for that, because spoiler alert, I'm going to end up being the ace. Also, I pulled out my weapon a little bit too late when doing that tackle. I should have done it before I tackled, because now the gotchas heavy staggered me, and now I'm a little bit I'm at half health now, so I'm going to disengage and go help deal with this other guy over here. And he's going to come back, that gotcha, and yeah, it's not going to work out too well for him. You should have just ran when you had the time, sir. Now you're going to pay for your crimes. Here's a nice fucking guillotine. Is it really a guillotine if the suit has no neck, It's just his body. I guess it'd just be a torso cut, But yeah, we're almost 30 seconds into aces being selected. So let's go ahead and choppy this guy. Even though I'm pretty sure Honey was done with this combo, so that's why I went for it. To get that added damage. And honestly, this whole match, if this wasn't a ace match, and if this was a basic match instead, we would have won this easily, because they're just kind of throwing themselves at us. And I think around this part, this is why I'm getting kills here, is because I honestly thought for a second we weren't playing ace. It just felt like a regular basic match in GBO2. But here's the thing with ace matches, is that the pendulum can swing even if the enemy team is losing horribly. Because like here, I'm at a pretty disadvantage here. At a disadvantage, yeah, there we go. I'm at about half health. Enemy R charges at nearly full, and there's a bunch of heavy stagger suits that want to hit me. So I have to be really careful. Even though we're ahead by 4,000 points, if they just get a few kills, they'll be able to catch up. We have to be really careful. We did kill the enemy ace though. That's nice. Honey's going to protect me. Thank you, sir. There's a downswing for the gotcha for his troubles. And there's the other gotcha. We're going to go ahead and get a kill. And Nex is going to save me on accident by jumping in front of that heavy stagger and taking it for me. And I guess I'm going to say I appreciate it. I appreciate you accidentally getting killed. And hey, there's a neutral swing and then a side swing. That gotcha is dead, and now we can move on to something else. Wherever that may be. Maybe this guy right here. I think that might be the Gabaldi Beta. I tried to wait for his invulnerability, but as you saw, I shot way too early, and he's going to downswing me. And another unfortunate bit here is that I'm going to try and melee him, but my neutral swing hits his shield instead of him. That would have gave me another kill, but, I hit his shield. A shield actually saved somebody from melee. Oh, and yep, I got killed by the one of the gotchas, the Irish one, the full green, the Jolly Green Giant gotcha. And yeah, our team is actually not looking that bad health-wise, so I'm going to spawn back in. And yeah, we're about a minute left in the match. There's about a minute left in the match. There we go. I'm going to follow behind the Zoc, and unfortunately, I think around this part is when the enemy team comes up. I'm going to try and push up, and then our team is going to pull back, which kind of annoyed me, but it's fine because we do make it up. Trying to get this gotcha. There's a downswing, and then this gotcha's over here hitting me, and okay, there's just Gabaldis everywhere downswinging. And tried and downswing this Gabaldi Beta. That's not going to work, and that's going to be the end of me because he's going to come in, get his downswing that looks like it shouldn't have hit. But, again, Japanese latency, and I'm going to die for it. And it looks like we're going to lose. It's the last 20 seconds, and the enemy team is ahead by 2,000 points. But the enemy ace is almost dead. And I believe at less than 10 seconds left in the match, we're going to kill the enemy ace. And that's going to get us ahead. And we're going to kill somebody else. Yeah, there we go. Enemy ace is dead. And then Honey is going to get the last kill on somebody. And that's going to solidify our lead. There we go. I couldn't come up with the word. And yeah, there's a timeout. And hey, mission completed. We'll see what we got going on here. And yeah, pose on him. Hey, top individual score 5,000. Going to praise Honey. I think I praised somebody else after this recording. And yeah, first place again, 6-2, and yeah, I kind of did better than last match, and I almost beat Honey in damage anyway. Honey did really good in both those matches, and in the R Georgia. The R Georgia is a really good raid. You just have to be careful about who you're up against. And yeah, that is the Ga-Zowmn in 2 ace matches, and I'm pretty sure they are back to back. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving this suit. I think this is actually a really good general, despite the weaknesses of having really low resistances. At least for 500, I'm doing really good with it. I kind of do want this for 450, but I am going to save my tokens because I think Anniversary might be next week, or at least coming up shortly, and I do want to save those for the Sazabi or whoever's coming up, If not, if it's another suit, I'm still going to go ahead and roll for it because I do want to show you guys what the suits are, That is my job. But yeah, the Ga-Zowmn, still a great suit. Can't wait to play more of it. Definitely going to be a, I think I mentioned earlier that it's one of my favorite 450 suits, and I meant to say 500 generals. I don't know why I said 450. I had to remember, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have that at 450. But yeah, it's one of my favorite 500 generals to play. There we go. If it was at 450, then it would be one of my favorite 450 generals to play. But as you can see, if you play pretty aggressively, or at least try not to get shot too much, you can do pretty good with it. And it can definitely keep up with the costs, I could potentially see a 550 of this, but they would have to increase its resistances by a lot because there's some suits that I think it would have trouble up against, something like the Zirashiki or the Dryson. Well, actually, no, I think it would have just enough of its stuns, like its accumulation stun to deal with the Dryson. But of course, it won't be able to do like amazing damage against the Dryson since the Dryson's pretty tanky. But yeah, pretty good suit. And yeah, it's going to be in this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And, you know, type up in the comment section what you feel about the suit. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I like the Ga-Zowmn. You know, you saw how I did with it. Pretty good. You heard how I talked about it. So obviously I like it a lot. And you know, I still recommend the suit, even though by the time I think I post this, it'll probably be time for reset. Maybe a day before. Again, you know, if you're saving for your tokens, go ahead and save those. And yeah, honestly, not much else to say. I think it's going to be it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I am highly intending to actually...
Oh, there's a gadget. Did you die yet? No.
I've died once. I said I'm just like intending to do it.
Ah.
Like I'm just thirsty for blood right now.